cousins here. We're looking over the SpaceX, and they are about to give and reveal the person behind the one-man passenger to and around the lunar moon. And I think right now we're looking at, for the first time, some schematics, some sketches of what the mission is going to look like, and we're waiting to find out who it is. Right now there's about 78,000 people waiting to find out, and we're watching it live, so we wanted to share this with you right here at Third Phase Moon. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching this clear right now at Third Phase. We're just standing by, and wow, what SpaceX has been doing for the past few years has been quite amazing. Elon Musk, he's been saying we're going to be going to the moon very soon, and now we're about to hear exactly what this is about. Here's Elon himself, and everybody's excited. Listen to this.
Give me updates as you can. Great.
All right, the audio is a little sketchy, but right now it's live. Let's listen up.
Talk more about the BFR rocket and announce the first private astronaut, first a private citizen that's going to go into deep space. And I'm going to start off with just talking a bit about BFR and kind of how we got to this point. So the purpose of SpaceX, the reason for creating SpaceX, was to accelerate the advent of humanity becoming a spacefaring civilization, to help advance rocket technology to the point where we could potentially become a multi-planet species and a true spacefaring civilization. So, as we consider sort of the fossil record, the history of civilization, it's important to bear in mind, like, there could be some natural event or some man-made event that ends civilization as we know it, or in life as we know it. And so it's important that we try to become a multi-planet civilization, extend life beyond Earth, and to do so as quickly as we can. That window of opportunity may be open for a long time, or it may be open for a short time, civilization, as soon as possible. That's kind of like the defensive reason. I want to emphasize it's multi-planetary, not single planet but somewhere else. We want to become a multi-planet civilization, have life on Mars, Moon, maybe Venus, the moons Jupiter, throughout the solar system, and then ultimately extend life beyond the solar system to other star systems.
It almost sounds like Elon is basically talking about an escape route, that we have to get off planet Earth. He's almost warning us like something's imminent about to happen here.
People sad or depressed about the future, but I think becoming a spacefaring civilization is one of those things that makes you excited about the future, makes you excited to get up in the morning. Like, this is something that you look forward to. It makes you glad to be a human being. I hope that people will see it that way. That is the intent of BFR, is to make people excited about the future.
All right, so the BFR mission, they have a private passenger that they're about to release who the mysterious person is. Is it a man or a woman? But take a look at some of these sketches in relation to SpaceX future exploration of planet Mars and the moon.
We'll show you, like, this is where we were 10 years ago. So we're almost at the 10th anniversary of SpaceX's first flight to orbit. So that was 2008. Yeah, September 2008. It's the first time we made orbit. And we'd had 3 attempts before that did not succeed.
I'm wondering if the private passenger is actually paying to go on board this ship around the moon, or is the person a volunteer? I'm kind of curious. Maybe a prior astronaut? I'm wondering who this is going to be. Maybe Elon himself.
So we.
Elon seemed a little nervous to you, or what do you guys think?
The fourth attempt reached orbit in September 2008, and if we had not reached orbit on that attempt, the SpaceX would not exist. So that was the fourth and final possibility of reaching orbit. That was a very, very tough launch emotionally. But fortunately, that launch did make it to orbit. And then not long after that, we won our first really major NASA contract, or won the space station servicing contract. And those were two things that were instrumental in SpaceX's success. Then that brings us to where we were earlier this year, which is the launch of Falcon Heavy. So we went from Falcon 1 being just a little rocket that could launch only half a ton to low Earth orbit, and it had no reusability, to Falcon Heavy, which is the most powerful rocket in the world by a factor of 2, with enough payload to orbit capability to put a fully loaded 737 passengers, fuel, and luggage into orbit. And we were able to launch sort of a fun payload, which is, a Tesla Roadster with sort of a Starman mannequin to Mars orbit. So we were able to launch quite a heavy payload to Mars orbit and bring the two side boosters back and land them back at Cape Canaveral. The Center Core didn't land successfully, but we'll be able to do that, we think, in a subsequent launch. But it was a massive change over the course of 10 years to go from just barely being able to get to orbit to the most powerful launch vehicle in the world by a factor of 2, to have full reusability of the boost stage. We've now done missions where we've launched the boost stage several times.
You got to hand it to Elon Musk that he's not waiting around for NASA to explore the moon again and beyond. I got a feeling Elon Musk is going to beat anybody to Mars. And I know China's working on it, Russia's working on it, and even NASA, our own government's working on it. But Elon has taken the initiative. He's leading the steer by the horns, and he's going to lead us all the way to the moon and beyond.
0. That's I think 0. Like, I'm not sure it's 0, but I'm not aware of anyone who have made that prediction, including me, by the way. I would have said this is unlikely. Nonetheless, in 10 years, we got from tiny rockets barely making it to orbit to the world's biggest rocket by far, with reusable boost stages, and sending a car to Mars.
All right, guys, stand by. We're going to reveal to you in just a moment who the mystery private passenger is that's going to be doing the mission around the moon. Stand by. I'm digging the new rocket design. This is going to be incredible to watch when it takes off, but this is unlike any kind of rocket that we've ever seen. You can see the front of the craft has a really wide window, and you have more portals above and beyond. So the view for the passenger is going to be amazing as it's circling the moon.
So we've increased the payload section to be over 1,000 cubic meters. I think it'll probably end up being something around 1,100 cubic meters. There are forward actuated fins and rear actuated fins.
Look at the size of that
The
thing.
way that BFR flies is somewhat counterintuitive. If you apply your sort of normal intuition, it will not make sense. I'll try to illustrate that in this presentation.
Wow.
So there's the 2 forward actuated flaps, and then there are 2 rear actuated wings or fins or flaps, depending on what. They're not exactly comparable to anything else out there. but you kind of want four control surfaces to be able to control the vehicle through a wide range of atmospheric densities and velocities. So it is mostly just coming in like this.
So this is what it looks like when it's going to do a re-entry. It resembles nothing like the space shuttle or any kind of conventional rocket that I've ever seen. This thing is incredible. Look at this.
It's counterintuitive where people think perhaps once you get to a certain altitude, gravity turns off. This is not the case. In order to go up and stay up, you have to move around the Earth at approximately 25 times the speed of sound. So in fact, the space station is circling the Earth every 90 minutes. This is a very important concept to understand, that orbit is entirely about your speed horizontal to the ground or parallel to the ground. It is going up and staying up is the only reason you need altitude at all is to get out of atmospheric drag.
Is it me, or does this thing resemble almost something like a sea creature, like a squid of some sort?
And it sort of goes like that and slows down, and then it falls like a skydiver. And then it rights itself, fires the engine, and lands on a scale.
Now, look, the scale of that thing is absolutely immense. It's unlike any kind of rocket that we've ever seen before. And the construction and the money that's being involved with this is astronomical. Here's one of the engines in a test. We can see the power behind this that's going to excel the BFR out of our atmosphere to the moon and beyond.
A 200-ton thrust engine that's aiming for roughly 300 bar or 300 atmosphere chamber pressure. And depending upon if you have it at a high expansion ratio, it has the potential to have a specific impulse of 380. So we've got launching of satellites. We've got servicing the space station. So we've been transporting cargo to and from the space station for several years now. And next year we'll start transporting astronauts to and from the space station. We've got the Starlink global broadband system that we're developing.
All right, here's the first paying customer, BFR. We're about to meet the person. We're standing by, and it's kind of interesting. This is exciting because I can't wait to see who this is. Here he comes, or she, I'm not sure. All right, who is this? Who is this brave person that's going to go around the moon? It's been a long time. Let me tell you, this is historic.
Thank you, Elon. Thank you, everyone. Wow.
All right, there he is. He must have a lot of money. He's actually funding some of this stuff.
My name is Yusaku Maezawa. You can call me MC, please.
Wow.
Thank you.
MZ is the man.
Thanks for coming to this conference today, and thanks for watching live streaming in the internet today. Yeah. Finally, I can tell you that I choose to go to the moon.
Well, there you go, guys. There he is. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to watch this. It's going to be historic. And here's our next astronaut that's going to be visiting the moon and returning back to Earth. And he's put a lot of money into it himself. So I consider this guy a world hero. Wow. Everybody, stay tuned. More updates right here at Third Phase Moon. Take care, everybody.